I can't believe I'm actually able to say this now. I hit 100 subs for the 100th time! Let's go! Took me only 7 years to get to 1K and then 8 months to get to his 10K. Let's go! I think for tradition at this point, hitting this kind of milestone, we do a Q&A. Let's go. Let's get into the questions, I guess. Question 1. Any plans of remastering your older remixes with your new BF chromatic? Also, ever expected Finger Frenzy to get this popular? It's crazy how many views it has now. The first one, absolutely. Like, Wildcat is the first thing that comes to mind. And I've already like half released 1YA. Well, a little bit over 1YA, but whatever. And have you ever expected Finger Frenzy to get this popular? Yes and no, because like for FF I made it in a 1 AM joke, let's just be real here. So what I was expecting, like, hey, if Game Tunes didn't like do anything about it, because like we included player, so I was like maybe they would make a video on it, and at the time they just didn't seem like they were totally dropping FNF yet, unlike now where it's like, okay, they've dropped FNF. So I was like, okay, maybe I have a shot at maybe getting Community Game to make a video on it, since, you know, Sky, and then like his reputation at the time was like Sky. That worked wonders somehow, and it's one of the most popular songs in the mod, and I think it's the most popular fan-made Shaggy mod song, which is ironic considering it's a Sky song, but whatever. Alright, since the next couple questions are quite just one simple thing, I'm just gonna go blaze through a couple. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. No, no, soon, no. Right Mix Studio. No, I don't use FL. If you think I use FL, stop asking me for midis and FLPs. No. No and no! Alright, that's the rest of the rush round. I'm gonna go back to just doing regular old questions. Question 2. What's your favorite song slash cover slash remix you've done? I can't really categorize them. Because, you know, they're my songs and Dave and Bambi. My brain has melted already. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna pick original songs that aren't like Shaggy or whatever. So like definitely Potato Warrior. From our favorite little friend FNFLNT, the best song what you make and the worsty song what you make. Or what is the best song you've made and the worst song you've made? Okay. I would definitely take the cake for B-side Astral Calamity for the best one. Let's just be real here. The worst one, well, the worst ones I can only think of are like back in, no, Zavo Erect, there. Luigi, how much Tetris have you played? Obviously, I don't know the exact number of hours because I've been playing for several years, but here's my Tetrio score. For those who don't play Tetris, or specifically Tetrio, an S- is almost okay at the game. Q&A. When you make mods, what do you find the most difficult? Honestly, I think the hardest part is to get it to a point, like, making the music and making the visuals is one thing, making it presentable is another. So I think probably making the presentable part, usually that's where the, most of my mods, especially like the ones that just randomly pop up out of nowhere, usually die, is either like trying to present it somehow or whatever. So I think that's probably a big barrier. Yeah, you're pretty cool, FNF man, and I also have a question. What do you mean by that? What happened to Rebellion, the 18K 8-minute song? Like, I don't know what that song is. Alright, so this is a long one to explain. So back in January, around the time where we were originally wanting to release RNS V2, well, at the time, which became RNS 1.5, or whatever. It's a whole different topic. We had an idea of, like, what if we took, like, every Matt and Shaggy we could find and put them all in one song, which is where the multiverse icon came from. Basically just to save space to saving the NFT versions of characters. So like, i.e. like the Winnick profile picture with Shaggy, Matt, and BF would be like a bunch of Shaggys, a bunch of Matts, and a bunch of BFs. But once the song composing came around, and this was when the Funny Man was still in the RNS dev thing before he left unaccordingly, and we were in great victory, we were wanting to do, basically the plan was to make every single person have a separate part in the song, but the problem with that after was that the song just didn't really transition well. So like, it was just a horrid, like for example, From Me to Spurk was okay, but like, it was just horrid when Hortez came in. but Sev kind of saved it, and then, uh, along with that fact, the reason why RNS took so long to release was because we were waiting on one specific guy to finish this freaking art. And at the very tail end, actually after we released RNSV 1.5, we learned that the entire thing was traced from a different area, from a cool fan art from May 2021. So I'm kind of glad that we kind of scrapped the whole rebellion thing and only took 2-4 as the final, which also leads us into the reason why I'm not wanting to do RNSV2, which is just how do I do that kind of crap again? I would never chart 18K at this point. Never. Yeah, that's enough questions for today. Glad y'all stuck around for a bit. Thanks for 10K. I'll see you all in a second.